Was good, family? Was good? It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. Let me give you my picks for week 9. I hope y'all taking my Stone Cold locks. I had one lose out of 3 of my locks, one loss. So it's 2-1. Only had 2 losses the whole season. I hope y'all taking my Stone Cold locks and getting this money. I'm just saying. We're going to start off in Frankfurt, Germany. Europe. They have a headline game. They got the Miami Dolphins on the road. Both teams are on the road. For the KC, this is a home game. KC is giving 1.5 to the Miami Dolphins. Everybody's looking at this as the Tyreek Hill Bowl. Tyreek Hill with his current team playing against his former team. I get it. KC is presenting the best defense they've had in this Patrick Mahomes era, and they're doing such a great job of just keeping teams out of the end zone and not giving up big plays, despite the fact they play so much man coverage. Um, KC, you know what I'm saying, had a hiccup last week against Denver. I knew Denver would win. I didn't think I knew Denver would cover. I didn't know if Denver would win, but Denver won decidedly. But Patrick Mahomes does not lose multiple games in a row. It just doesn't happen. Why? Because he's fucking Patrick Mahomes. He doesn't make the same mistakes twice. Miami's defense is getting better, but they have to show me. They have to show me. Yes, I love Vic Fangio, but they have to show me. KC is only 1.5. I like KC. We have Seattle on the road against Baltimore. Baltimore is giving 6. 1 p.m. start. We have a West Coast team starting at 1 p.m. We have an NFC team once again playing in Baltimore against Lamar Jackson. I'm taking Lamar. They're not used to seeing Lamar. They're not used to what's about to come their way. And yes, Seattle's defense looks good, but they're just not used to about what's going to come their way. And Baltimore is just showingly progressing every single week. I'm taking the Ravens. Hands down, giving 6, I'm taking the Ravens. We have Arizona on the road against Cleveland. Is Deshaun playing? Is he not playing? Cleveland's given 10. Why? Because Arizona just traded their starting quarterback, Joshua Dobbs, to Minnesota. So they're going to have a backup. Well, Joshua Dobbs isn't even really a starter. He's a backup, but he's been their starter. Now they're going to have a backup. So that's why Cleveland's getting so many points. So you have that great Cleveland Browns defense basically against what would be a third string quarterback. I understand it. It does make some sense as long as that Cleveland quarterback, Deshaun or PJ Walker, protects the football. Cleveland wins and covers the spread. We have Tampa on the road against Houston. Now, Tampa, no teams had bye last week, but Tampa had a mini bye because they played last Thursday. Now they go on the road and they play Houston. On the road, they get to play Houston. Houston took a tough loss last week, losing against the winless Panthers, and Tampa took a tough loss more than 10 days ago. Houston's giving 3. Tampa's kind of fallen down to reality that they're really just not that good. Really just not that good. Houston's kind of fallen reality, but they at least have promise because they have a rookie quarterback. Houston's given 3. I like Tampa to kind of have a resurgence here. Kind of have a resurgence to show they're going to do this yo-yo all year. I like Tampa Bay. And Chicago on the road against New Orleans, giving 8. New Orleans lit it up last week, and you got Chicago, that rookie, their backup quarterback, came to reality. I'm saying playing against the Chargers. This ain't the Chargers defense you're playing against. Playing against a real stout defense now on the road in New Orleans with that crowd. I love New Orleans, especially the way New Orleans offense is playing. If they can replicate that, I think they blow them out the water because Chicago's defense sucks. We have Minnesota. We have Minnesota on the road. Unfortunately, they lost Kirk Cousins for the year, but they got Joshua Dobbs. How much of the playbook does he know? Who knows? Not much. How much? Not much. Atlanta's given 3.5, but Atlanta's also replaced their starting quarterback. So I like Atlanta has a stout football team. I like Atlanta to cover that 3.5. We have the Rams on the road in Green Bay. Now, if Matt Stafford starts this game, that is my stone cold lock. Why? Green Bay can't score the ball. And they got the nerve to have Green Bay giving 3 points. I understand they play in Green Bay. Jordan Love and them, they can't score. As long as the Rams protect the football, they'll win. They'll win. It's not even a conversation for me. That's my one stone cold lock. I'm taking the Rams with Green Bay giving 3 points. I'm taking the Rams. Stone cold lock. We have Washington. Washington on the road in New England against the Patriots. Washington put up a gallant fight last week again against the Eagles. They play the Eagles very, very well. They just do. Then now you're going against the Patriots. The Patriots look good last couple of weeks, even though they lost. The problem is, I don't know if they're going to be able to against that Washington pass rush. But Washington just traded away both of their defensive ends. So you still got those two stout tackles, but you just traded away your defensive ends. Uh, so because of that, I got to go with the Patriots giving 2.5 at home. I'm taking the Patriots. We have Indy on the road at Carolina. Carolina finally won their first game. They're at home. Indianapolis has looked good offensively with their scoring. They're scoring points. Carolina has no one to throw to, and they can't protect their quarterback. Gardner Minshew, I love him in this game. I'm taking Indiana. Now we have my New York Football Giants on the road in Vegas, and Daniel Jones is supposed to start. Vegas just fired their head coach and general manager, and they benched their quarterback. The defensive suspect outside of Max Crosby and like one other player. And they're starting what, a rookie? Daniel Jones against that. And Vegas is giving 2. Daniel Jones, you want to be a starter in this league? You better win this football game. I hate making when it comes to my Giants because it's emotional for me. But that's my stone cold lock. Daniel Jones starts. Daniel Jones wins this game. My Giants, stone cold lock over the Raiders. We got the Dallas Cowboys, big game. Dallas Cowboys on the road in Philly. I'm kind of... It wouldn't be crazy for the Cowboys to win this game. A, it's November, so it's not really crunch time yet. But B, Jalen Hurts has been turning the ball over, and you have a Cowboys defense that loves to turn you over. That's just what they do. And once they get you to turning the ball over, then they get to play their style of game, and things just start to domino from that. The reason why I'm going to still take Philly, that is the only way Dallas Cowboys can win. Philly can win a multitude of ways. They can win from the long ball. They can win from just pounding the run. They can win so many different ways. And also, furthermore, Dallas Cowboys have not shown the ability to consistently run the football. That means they're going to have to be throwing it. Philly has coverage issues, but guess what? They still get after that quarterback. They still get after the quarterback, and I think that'll be the difference. I like the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, Buffalo is coming off a mini bye. Haven't played since last Thursday. Against the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Joe Burrow and company starting to get that swagger back. They are starting to get that swagger back, and with them starting to get their swagger back, the AFC is on notice because their defense keeps them in ball games. Joe Burrow starting to look like Joe Burrow again is a problem. Is a serious problem. He's already outdoed Josh Allen in Buffalo during the playoffs, not at home in Cincy. And the problem I have with Buffalo, yes, they got so many injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and they got issues. The problem I have is when things don't go to plan, they implode. That's the issue I have with them. They don't stick together. When things don't go to plan, they implode. And that to me is very problematic. Very problematic for that. I'm taking Cincinnati. Last but not least, we have the LA Chargers on the road here in New York against the Jets Monday night. Um, Jets won a game last week against my Giants. Be honest with you, I fucks with Brian Daboll, but it was just some poor coaching choices. And he was great in crunch time, real great. But going against a team that can actually score, and the Chargers can, is going to be problematic for them. Very problematic. I like the Chargers. Chargers give me 3.5. Those are my picks. Pay attention to my Stone Cold Locks. Stone Cold Locks. Who did I take in my Stone Cold Locks? I took the Rams and I took my Giants. Those are my locks. Your boy Urban Sports Guru. Let me know what you think and know what you feel. Take my Stone Cold Locks. You want some money? Shout your boy out. I'm out. Salute.